focus on what we have accomplished. And if you didn't talk to any person, you think, oh no, I'm failure, I'm loser. And also you think if you share but he or she didn't listen to you or reject what you have said or didn't want to listen more, you say, oh, maybe I'm not good as gospel sharer. So usually we'll focus on what we accomplish, and but really, even how many people we can meet and how many people we can share, not done by God, not by us, but by God. And also we not just focus on the reaction for others. We also can focus on the learning, our growth. So and we kind of share about our experience when we plant church in Brandon, Manitoba. Okay, have you been there? It's cold. It's totally opposite from where we come from, Taiwan. It's totally different. But I mean, during this journey, we found God really does His job through us and also on us. So we'd like to share a little bit, not we are good. I'm graduated from the seminary, so I'm prepared well. I have enough knowledge or passion, so we can do that. No, everything is done by God, and the most valuable things, in my opinion, is what He has done on me. So for me, it's very interesting. I'm an introvert, but God called me to be a pastor. I have to do the public speaking, which freaks me out. Since I was a student, I do the presentation before the classmates and teacher, my hands, my legs shaking, sweating all the times, and somebody will hand the tissue to me. So for me, I'm not perfect fit to be a pastor or be a gospel sharer, but I mean, God still can do His job, and to me, and this is very impressive, very interesting, very surprised me, to be honest. And for one thing, we just talked to Alex last night or today, this morning. We met people. A guy, he works in a factory and injured his back and really badly. He actually needs a surgery, but he doesn't want to do that because that means he needs to quit a job, or the factory will fire him, and who can support his family? So he just compel himself to do the job, make his back get hurt. And we visit him, and he talked about this, and we just pray for him. And guess what? About like 2 days or after, he called me. It hurts harder, and it got worse. And to the end, he was delivered to the emergency, and called me, Pastor, how can I do that? So, okay, I will come in with you. I just sitting by them on ambulance and keep praying for him. And I don't know why this happened, but I believe God still listens to our prayers. So I keep praying for him and coming with him, and because his situation was getting worse, so usually he needs to wait for 6 months to get surgery. But God opened the door. He got surgery just on the other day. So and also God helped his wife got a job just after the surgery. So I mean, God can do things beyond our imagination, which I just learned I need to trust in Him. Even though between this, God, what has happened? I prayed for him and he got worse. Oh, what did this happen? I don't know why, but I feel nervous, I feel helpless, but I just try my best to trust in God, and God opened the way. So I'm not prepared well for this church planting, even though I'm graduated from the seminary. But God, He is ready to reach those people He would like to save. Yeah, so it's my part.
Okay, I would like to share about how I have been always struggled about I don't feel qualified to serve the Lord. I was saved in the age of 27, and barely 3 years I got married with a pastor, which I didn't pray for that. I was the first one in my family to accept Jesus. So I didn't really know what does that mean to marry into a pastor's family. And but the Lord guided us, and I don't have much better choice anyways. So I say, okay, Lord, I bet you know me more than I do. So you know what I need. So I put a big trust in the Lord to make that decision, but I didn't know what I was doing. I just, okay. And I didn't expect it become a bundle package that along with the immigrant to Canada plus plant a church plus serve him all his life. Like, it was too much, okay? So we got married like when I was like 3 years old, baby Christian. And after we got married, barely for a year, we immigrated to Canada and planted a church there. So before I even know how to be a Christian, I became a pastor's wife. Before I even know what that meant, I became a church planter. So it was like, whoa. Oh, yeah. And so even before that, when we got married, his seminary professor questioned me about like, why her? She's not like a regular attendance in the church. She's not faithfully serve the Lord. She's not even graduated from the seminary. Why her? Right? And when I introduced him to my pastor, and he said, what he said? He said, remember, yeah. Okay, he said, Daniel, if you are really serious about your calling, you should find someone who is faithful instead of beautiful. Yeah. So it was I said, see, like our pastor didn't approve, right? So I'm not really a big fan of marrying into a pastor family. I don't know what that meant. So that has been a big struggle. That every time we go to interview, they will have questions on me. Like, I'm not like him. He's a 5th generation Christian, and he had solid foundation on Bible. While me, I'm the first generation. When I planted the church, I don't read Bible once. So when they talk about your training here, I was so jealous. You got great mentor, you got great church, you have been training. I was like, Lord, like her. She grew up in the church. She's a better fit to be a pastor's wife, not me. Okay, so yeah. So I will complain to the Lord about how little training I had to fit the role, and I don't know the Lord that much to go through the storming or challenge I had to go through. But even though that God put me in a pretty challenged place that totally out of my comfort zone, and you can see that our relationship, that I'm kind of opposite of him. He was introvert. I was like outgoing, confident, speak loud. So it's hard, and got great tension on our marriage. So that become a difficult situation for both of us. So there were times that I would like to call the police. Like, you know, like in Canada, you call the police and say, and they will take care of your husband. Take away, yeah. So I thought I can fix my marriage this way. But fortunately, God stopped me. I didn't do it. So, but there were times, I was so immature to that point that I don't feel like I can keep going. But there were times that on my lowest point that God saved me. So it took me 7 years to be struggling of, am I qualified, or why I'm here, or how should I serve? Okay, find my own place. And I always feel like serving the Lord is my husband's business. Okay, I'm just here to cook for you, help you, be your wife, and that's it. But that is not the truth. So after, I think like 4 years ago, the Lord called me himself, and there were times I tried to escape, like running away. And the Lord knows that, of course. So how he stopped me? I actually had a dream about, like, I tried to go to a shopping mall like this, try to get a pair of runners, you know. And then interestingly enough, the shoe store was closed. No any runner available. So that's how God kind of like, I know what you mean. I don't want you want. Like, so I was like, oh, I can't run away from the Lord. And why do I run away from my destiny? So by doing that, yeah. So I start to obey and realizing this is actually the sweetest calling of my life. And I took time to figure that out. So I think it's a great journey, as long as, and I think God knows who is He's calling, right? If people need to have interview to know the best fit, and the Lord called us, become a Christian, become a servant, and I think He knows better. I don't need to rely on how people see me, but to rely on God's choice. So I don't trust myself, but I trust His choice. Okay, keep going.
So far, what have you heard from our sharing our experience? Can you share a little bit?